Welcome back, everybody, for the BullShooter 39th Annual World Tour. We're here in San Antonio, Texas, for the third place of our pro bracket, which should be a great match of Jason Watt taking on Tyler Wiehe. I'm DiChiria, joined by Will Stuart.
Yeah, happy to be here, Nick, as long as you don't pull a Tyler Wiehe again as we get underway here with this matchup. Race to 2 battle, so quick, very quick battle at that. Winner would advance to play Ram Guevara, and you already know, we've kind of mentioned it. Ram already has a win here, already qualified for the BullShooter Invitational, so that's kind of what's being played between these two guys right here, is who's going to get their invite.
Yeah, all the consequence is played in this matchup. If you're Jason, you're Tyler, you're thinking just one more round, just one more win, and all of a sudden we're in a completely different situation. If anything, if you're Jason, you're thinking win more.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're Tyler Wiehe, you're thinking, man, are they really calling me that on the live stream?
Funny win more, by the way, but not really that great. But he's going to try, folks. He's going to keep trying.
Me with my puns is what he means.
Yeah, exactly what I mean. If you haven't caught on to that one. That's a big one. Good shot from Tyler. Big 180 to leave the 185. Granted, it's outside looking in, but there's no way Watt can set himself up from the 384. All he can do is hit a 180 and leave himself just outside of that 200 range.
Well, and Watt needs to channel that earlier form that we just saw him in. When he played that seat match, when he played that top 4, he was looking prime. He was looking good. Even if he did fall in that seat match, it was still great performance. Tyler, on the other hand, was very unconvincing in that 4th place match where he did get it 2-0. It wasn't dominant, and it wasn't necessarily even pretty. But in this moment right now, Tyler's looking pretty much perfect. Not quite perfect, but just about there. 25 to leave 40. For the 15s, left 55, so Jason Watt needs to leave a finish and hope Tyler doesn't hit a double on his second and third dart.
Yeah, I mean, Watt had just a second break or two throughout the duration of his bracket so far. He hasn't had that. I mean, he's been pretty much strictly straight on through, maybe a quick 5-minute or whatnot, just kind of, enough to use the restroom if you need to, grab a beverage, and then come back up. So just a match wait, and so far Tyler's been able to take advantage of it even against throw. So 15 for tops here to grab the first leg, and Watt's still on the outside. Okay, you don't want to do that. He was going 19 for 36, which is okay, but you can't do that. That's the reason why you go 15.
Well, now in a situation where he's having 6 darts potentially, he's effectively only having 2 game-winning darts available on his next throw. Assuming all goes well, Jason Watt going to feel a big reprieve even at 104.
Yeah, so if you're Tyler, go for the 15s. Hopefully I said that loud enough where he could just hear me, but not the case.
Does nail the 19, over to the double 18. Does get forgiven. Does get to the leg win. Tyler Wiehe up 1-0 against Jason Watt.
Yeah, he gets away with it.
Still throws a pretty solid leg, all things considered.
Yeah. I mean, those mistakes are going to happen. He just prefers the double 18. I've been there, done that one. If you prefer your double, you prefer to go that way. And
how many times I busted 52 going single 20? I could tell you is at least once.
Well, that's why you go 12. Go 12 in that circumstance, but it's got to take the odds, the better shot for the odds,
Certainly agreed.
Watt does start off with a 5, and Wiehe answers with a 7.
First place, $500 into this one.
Not a bad payday.
For a 15-person bracket, that's a great little section.
I'd take that. Second place, $300. So not bad either way. Watt looking to make it hurt.
Loser guaranteed $200, by the way, in this one. So Not too bad. This is our first stop with added money. We did try that in Rockford as a little experiment, but this one is actually, hey, we're setting 16 as the floor now, and there's a ceiling that you can continue to climb up to. Participation's been phenomenal. More money in the brackets.
I think it's good. It's smart to do that. I mean, especially in today's world, where we know that darts is on the rise, and in certain circumstances, you're going to have quite the participation. Others, you know, it may be just a swing and a miss. That's just the cases. So, yeah, I mean, more power to what BullShooter's been doing in this 39th World Tour, and it's just more to come. I mean, the 40 is going to be a big one, no doubt.
Oh, I could tell you, but I would get fired for leaking all the information if I told you about the 40th right now, guys. It's looking awesome, as that's an 8 mark from the bearded dark guy.
Yeah, big 8 mark. Big one at that. 6.5 for Tyler, 6.67 for Jason, as it forces Tyler to those 17s, and really he's just got to hammer out a 7 minimum. 7 minimum.
Only finds a 5. And you're calling for the 7 because that puts him 1 mark behind. It kind of makes it a little bit more contested and puts pressure. The idea is if you don't have control of the lake, if I'm Jason, I'm thinking I want to control my opponent's starts.
Yeah.
But if I'm Tyler, I'm thinking I want to force an error to give myself a chance to get control again. And that's kind of like your two competing schools of thought in this scenario.
One great thing about these BullShooter stops is the advantage of having touch tunes on site, so you can choose the music, not necessarily just the music given to you by the hall. So pretty cool.
On top of that, I don't think this gets mentioned nearly enough. I know I oftentimes forget it. When you sign up for your event and you go do your check-in, whether you sign up online and save $10 or you're doing it here on site as Tyler Wiehe, he hits a 3 in the bed for a 1-point lead, they also give you 5, 10, sometimes 15 free credits for the jukebox as well in these little cards that they hand out.
Oh, nice.
Just for signing up.
That's cool. Little bonus.
Well, this is dangerous for Jason all of a sudden.
Very dangerous because he's not going to get the look, and only 3 single 15s here. So Tyler now, he can have his option of just picking 3 singles himself and closing the door. Yeah, granted, triple's always great. But if all goes wrong, 3 singles will be good.
Well, and 5.4 for Jason Watt, a very solid average. 6.67 or 6.75, excuse me, from Tyler is exceptional. And Tyler does go low on that dart. Jason Watt, after 1 single 15, will have enough points to be able to go shoot that 16 if he wants. Takes a sip of the water, rolls the shoulders, knows that this is the most important moment in this match, is hitting this shot, because if not, this match is effectively over. Finds the trip 15. Good marker dart for the 16. He hits the double, doesn't need the marker dart. Great shot from Bearded Dark Guy.
What a shot indeed. 5-5, plays a 5-8.
Now, Wiehe's not out of the mix yet. We've seen some bullseye shenanigans happen to Jason Watt a few times now.
Yeah,
We've seen some happen to Tyler, but Tyler needs to be the one on the bulls. Going to elect to go for the close first. With how much he struggled with the bulls in that 4th place leg, I don't mind that.
I think you just handed it over to Jason for 1-1.
Jason likes to think that's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's 4-3 on the bulls. Jason Watt needs 3.
Pulled the David Cameron there and just looked at the ground for a little while. Here we go. 1, 2, 3 needed. Oh my. Needs the double. Doesn't find the double. And Wiehe has a shot. Needs at least 2 to close. 2 more to get him the win here and the match. What a steal this would be.
If you find 4, you're going to be jumping up and down.
Jason put his darts down. He thinks it's over.
Can be helpful, can be hurtful. That dart's awkward.
Oh, that's brutal. That is brutal. You can see him work his way to the left, to the right. Where you going, buddy? He's going to the right-hand side of the Aki. Or sorry, the left-hand side of the Aki. In this case, throw line.
Same difference.
Yeah.
Oh, he undershot
So
that.
difficult. Yeah, so difficult of a shot to maneuver and hit. You got to add a little extra oomph to it. Almost seems like a little extra 6 inches of oomph, really.
Yeah, well, yeah, you have to drill that dart into place. Jason Watt will make this 1-1, and we will be going to a last leg decider in a moment where it's going to be a little heartbreaking for Tyler. You can't let that eat at your conscience here.
Yeah, not at all. I think that
I think they were just talking about the option of who gets the option to tiddle. They're having a little bit of
no,
fun with
you
it.
do it. No, you do it. No,
you.
No, I insist.
please,
You.
That's what they're doing right now.
They're still doing it. He's like, no, come on, man.
You'd love to see that, though. This is a very competitive, very big moment in this match, and they're still all smiles and having fun.
Well, you got to have fun. I mean, that's what it's all about. You're here to play darts, be competitive, but you wouldn't do it if it wasn't fun. So, yeah, enjoy yourself, have a laugh. As that is 1 hole in for Tyler.
Good marker, though, for BDG, who has been dropping his first out of the bull. Not gonna drop it.
Not that one. He went back-to-back doubles.
Not that one. So here we go. Last leg decider. Who you taking? 501 double-double.
Yeah, put it in the chat. Let us know. JW or TW?
I like the way I say W.
W. George W.
No, it's actually George Daniels. Jason Watt to go ahead and get things going. It's all about getting in. It's all about getting yourself settled. Doesn't need to be flashy if you're the one going first, but finds a double 16 immediately. Awkward on the 19 should move for a cover. Does do so on the 20, but doesn't collect. Does do enough to say, hey, I got in on my first visit, but this is where Tyler can really make a statement.
Yeah, pressure can be added here. If he gets in and hits a triple, there's your in. And here's your not
Single
quite
20?
triple.
Well high on that trip. I would expect to see a cover on this last. Don't want to accidentally get caught up, and does do so. Only gains 15 points advantage, so effectively still chalk, effectively still advantage for Watts because he's going first. We've seen him perform really well on his timing. We've seen him hit a couple 180s, couple 9 marks. We've seen Tyler play excellent up until very much the end of that first 1 leg.
So a low ton from Jason to leave him at 305. Tyler now needs to collect on a ton minimum. I'm kind of in the mix here.
Oh, not the triple he needed. Needs to find something else. You can't let the separation grow too much. Triple 20 on the last does help the cause. 180 would leave you a 167. Much needed last start, but still was putting a lot of pressure on his next third.
You are. The more distance you create, the worse off you are. And
that's a favor.
Yeah, it really is, but you're still down 140 if you're Tyler, so the pressure's on to hit 2. I mean 2 and a single, it only ties him, so.
Well, the first one does go for Tyler. Not far off the margins. I wish he would have had a less visceral reaction in that moment. I understand the frustration, but I think he broke his own rhythm a little bit.
Just a touch.
And now Jason has another opportunity to really pile on that pressure. A ton here does a lot. A ton plus does so much more.
Yeah, exactly. If you can put this in within a 2-dart checkout range, you're feeling good about your odds to face Ram.
Technically a 2-dart checkout.
Yeah, but you're not going to take that. Come on now. But it's handy. I'm 107. I'm immediately thinking 19s. It just, especially in this situation where if Tyler's on your nipping at your heels, you got to go 19s. So we'll see what kind of shot Tyler produces here. Got to leave a checkout. And it's very difficult now. So you got to hit the triple.
believe the 152. We've seen a 150, our highest checkout today. He does hit the bailout dart. That's a sigh.
Ooh.
Jason Wyatt has a little bit of pressure on this 107, but not as much as Tyler would have hoped.
Let's see what Watt does.
A lot of different ways that you
Yeah,
can go
look
about
at
this.
19s. 19s is your best answer. You miss into 7, you're fine. You miss into 3, you're fine. Now he goes 18, 32 needed.
Doesn't go outside on the last.
Oh, my. And, I mean, this is an opportunity. We saw Watt hit the 150 earlier. Can Wiehe hit the 152?
Well, right now you're saying this is my one time. I'm using my one time this weekend. The one time on the one time. It's a big collect.
I mean, it's easier than some, but it is still a difficult shot. You got to have the 2 triples.
Well, I mean, look how much time he's taking out the Aki here. Putting a lot of pressure on his own shoulders about it. Finds the first.
Oh, my. Hammered in right next door. 32 needed. Watt pointed his finger, and he misses it. The replay, I guarantee you're not even going to be able to tell. That was so close. And if that BullShooter bull was not on there, Watt would be giving some facials right now.
He's perfectly Mike Wazowski in the situation.
Oh, my goodness.
Holy moly. Jason Watt gets 3 clear at 32. Tyler Wiehe missed 1 match dart. Jason Watt has missed 1 match dart.
Unreal stuff.
Still outside.
And he can't put a marker up. But he takes it nonetheless. Wow. What a back and forth that was.
And a great performance. We talked about, does Wiehe bring it up from that 4th place match? He did. He performed great in that matchup. Good stuff from Tyler. Missed the match start and almost had a magnificent checkout under maximum pressure. All credit to him on that one.
Nuts.